There is a lot of trash self-improvement advice online. In fact, there's one commonly accepted thing in self-improvement that I adopted at a really young age, and it led to me feeling confused, without purpose, and with a slow rate of progress. I'm making this video to point out some of the stupid and quite honestly slightly dangerous self-improvement advice that has not only become popular but most guys accept it without questioning the creators. After 1.5 years on self-improvement, I started to think, why am I progressing so slow? I've been doing all the habits and everything these YouTubers told me, but I still felt like I hadn't gone anywhere. My life hadn't really changed that much. And so I started to research if there was something I was missing, and oh boy there was. Until then I had just thought the progress must be slow, I guess, but nowadays it feels like I'm progressing every week, heck even almost daily. So I want to expose the bullshit and show you the way I used to actually achieve goals and progress in an area of life I cared about. Step 1. Understanding why you can't make progress. So what I did wrong for 1.5 years was I filled up my day with productive tasks, and that sounds very good. Problem was though, I didn't even align the task to what I needed, and I did long sessions of many habits that in reality wasted my time. So when the day was over, I'd spent minimal amounts of time on the things I actually wanted to progress in, which was YouTube. I remember many days sitting there about to go to bed thinking, oh, I don't have time to work today, I'm just gonna have to do it tomorrow. The problem was just that tomorrow I didn't even have time either. So if you're in the situation I was in, the problem is that you're doing way too much. You haven't set your life up for the direction you want to take it in. That's the same as going to an engineering school when you want to become a dancer. If you focus on 10 things at once, you're not gonna get that far in any of them. Whereas if you focus on one thing only, you're going to make way more progress in that one area. Step 2. How to easily make progress. Alright, so here's what I did. I sat down and thought about the direction I wanted to take my life in. And for a long time it had been YouTube. Doesn't need to be work, it could also be fitness, mental health, or whatever you want to focus on. Once I found my direction, I started to build a routine or life that gives me the maximum amount of progress in that area. So if your area was mental health, then working the whole day would probably not be the best way to use your time. Whereas for me with YouTube, since I also have school, going for long walks in nature probably wouldn't be the most optimal tasks. And that's not to say I still meditate and do other self-improvement habits, it's just because those still gives me benefits for my direction. And for some habits I do less of it because I want to have more time to work. So I found one thing I wanted to progress in, I use all my time on it while keeping everything else at maintenance. This will speed up your progress a lot, but if you wanted to go even faster, here is step 3, how to optimize for more progress. There is a concept I learned called brain points, and basically let's say every day you have 100 brain points, then you use 5 points when deciding what clothes to wear, and 5 points talking to some random person, and 20 points in school, and you only have those 100 points every day you can use that take up space in your brain. I want to grow this channel, so let's say I used 80 out of 100 brain points on random stuff and the last 20 points on work. How much progress do you think I would make in my goal? Yeah, you guessed it, it's not that much. But then let's imagine that I use 60 out of the 100 brain points on doing work and thinking about the work, and then I use the last 40 points on random stuff. In this second case, I would make way more progress because I'm not using too much brain power on things that are irrelevant to my goals. There are many activities that waste your brain points, like partying, scrolling, playing video games, watching Netflix, and even productive habits that are not aligned to your goal. And the more brain points you use on your goal, the quicker you'll progress. Yeah, so that was it. That was the advice that I ruined my ability to take my life in the direction I wanted, and the other things I did instead to actually do it. Trust me, if you follow these steps, your rate of progress will skyrocket. Alright, that's it. Put one foot in front of the other.